Wisconsin. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Green Bay Packers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
He has it complete to Christian Watson. Down the sideline he goes. Christian Watson. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Packers go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big
go, baby.
1-2, end zone.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Stafford and the Rams come up first and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's about it. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. This defense for the Packers, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Here's third and 10. Here's Stafford. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt. Here comes the Rams punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over first and 10. Dobbs goes in motion. On first and 10, here's Gibbs. Has some oohs and ahs from the crowd as he jukes his way forward for a couple of yards. You talk about this Rams defense. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running.
Damn, I threw it too late. Threw it too late. Throw it on the break. Throw it on the break. Throw it on the break. Threw it too fucking late, bro.
No surprise to you.
I seen it. You gotta throw it on the break. Throw it on the break.
You have
crossing route.
Damn, my bad.
The offense knows
My
where
bad.
they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing.
Damn. As soon as he breaks, you gotta throw that bitch.
They will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. 4 tackles behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult.
Damn, fucked up my stats, bro. I hate throwing the interceptions, bro. I hate it, bro.
Stopping him for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he is going to have
How was he wide open?
as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Your ass over there.
Hands it off out of the gun. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Going quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up the screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense.
Damn, I fucked up a touchdown. Throw it on the break. Gotta throw it on the break. Throw it on the break.
Down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line.
Throw that bitch on the break, bro. Not when he running down. You gotta throw it on the break.
Green Bay offense at the line. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November, but they will be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Here's 3rd and 9. Dobbs goes in motion. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, the 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Packers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Oh my God.
No good. Missed the PAT, so they failed to
That was a
connect.
perfect accuracy, man.
13-0 game. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. 1-7 their record here at the midway point of the season, and right now this organization, more than likely, if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves, but with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So's the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is, A lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
On second down, here's Stafford. That'll be caught by Cup. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 13-0 is the score after one on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford.
Oh!
Throw here, that's complete. And
Alexander.
Pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Throwing again is Stafford. Packer pressure, and down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, well, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. So the Packer offense coming on. They'll be asked to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And
Oh my God! Poor accuracy.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There was a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Ready to go for their next drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Now a throw here to his running back. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're going to bounce when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Play action. Stafford in trouble, and he's taken down. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On 4th down, Matt Ariza is sent on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's taken it around the 40. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a give to Gibbs running left. And he still has yet to get on track.
5 carries minus 3, bro. I cannot run.
2nd and 12.
The
The running
fuck?
lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. Back to throw. That is caught. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
I throw that bit soon as he cut, boy. That was the best tip somebody gave me all day. Throw it soon as he cut.
Any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. Heck of a broken tackle, but only able to work this down near the 23. Ernest Jones there for the tackle.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Right side to Watson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Bo Melton, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Packers continue to pull away here in this 1st half. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get to the top.
A good hold of these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And a run is on here in this 1st half. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, L.A. Cooper Kupp, 72 yards. And the Rams are on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this is caught at the 5. And he gets into the end zone. We'll give them credit. They're not going to take this deficit lying down. They get 2 closer here on the fake extra point. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. A 2nd quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Next to Rashaan Evans' name, you can put a tally for a tackle for loss. Really excellent effort on the defensive side of the football. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Taken in at the 11. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Now he'll escape to his right. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. But gutsy call there. Yates at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. And his throw is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Second and 10. Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to...
Bro, I can't run. 10 rushes. -9, bro. What the fuck?
And now it's 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild.
Damn.
Pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Room to maneuver at the 35. And finally taken down at the 34. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Gibbs straight ahead. This has been a familiar
I can't run, bro. I cannot run.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and
You got 2 people there every time, bro.
That's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've
Completely neutralized.
Then you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs.
Damn.
Gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
What kind of dive was that?
The first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Looking to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball
That
down.
bitch came so fast, I just pushed the button, to be honest.
Slam that window shut.
And he missed it.
Fucking
It's no
trash,
good.
man.
And this will remain an 18-point lead.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Stafford on first down. His throw incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now, you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now, with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Robinson's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Rams first down.
From the red zone now, Stafford. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Now Stafford. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great play there. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to make some... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When they'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15... the risk reward is just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. You see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Down inside the 40.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And time finally runs runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Oh!
Incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Why is he throwing it like a bitch, dog?
Pick up the first. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. From the gun, here's Stafford. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And they're going to speed things up here. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep handing it to him. When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. Probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And he is going to have the Rams first down. The defense a little lax there. They give up 9 on 4th and 4. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. To the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. This defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
Meanwhile,
oh, I thought I caught that bitch, dog. Oh, I thought I caught that bitch, dog.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down.
Oh my Lord!
Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. That's caught at the 2. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Oh, I was just about to say, but there it is. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder.
Man, I got 1 yard rushing. That's crazy.
Coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
1 yard rush.
Another run here on 2nd and 8. Another run on 2nd down. Trying to cover up.
Nowhere to go, dog.
Football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game.
Nowhere to go.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They're going to look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage.
Damn, I can't run, dog. That's crazy.
Use the first of their timeouts.
All game, 17 carries, minus 1 yard, bro. Look at this shit. Look at this shit, dog.
The Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
That shit crazy.
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL?
Oh, my God. He's wide open, dog.
One more time, ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think
he's wide open. Bruh, it's past the 50, bruh. Fourth quarter, play to win.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So here now the rookie 6th rounder, Anders Carlson, for the Packer field goal. From the left hash, this from 46.
Oh my God, bro. This shit's crazy.
It's no good. And this will stay a 12-point game. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright. And they're denied a chance at 3 points.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one is incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores. You know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. And that one complete downfield to Cup. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, huh?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. They'll run with Gibbs. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. They'll pitch it out to Gibbs here. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may have been turned into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
So they go with a pass there on the two-point try, and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you've got no shot then.
On first down, Stafford here. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here's Stafford now on second down. Going up top for Cup. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Packers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Packers, they climb to 6-2 on the year as they close in on the midpoint of this 17-game schedule. And they will hit the road next week to take.
what happened to your game, bro? What happened to your game?
Worry about their future like I'm here to snatch their children. That line was
Oh.
brilliant. I'm not already in the millions. Am I not a picture of resilience? Why they test my patience? Hyping all this lame. No one got a brain, they just be liking all the same.
Hey, what happened to your game?
I'm in on industry games. I'm convinced that nobody is speaking my language. I'ma get it as so listen close when I say this. After every stainless, I can make a fiend go. Everything I wrote gon' smoke so dangerous. I can make an Einstein feel brainless. But look on the bright side, hope yield changes. I'ma get it started. Please give me a pardon. Cause this the type of beat that get the whole crowd marching. Time to shut it down, we made the whole town Spartan. I'm from outer space, so all my homegirls Martian. It's about to get critical. This moment is pivotal. Here to feed the streets and say my influence umbilical. We gon' make it grimy. Devil get behind me. Told you I'm the best. I done said it with my chest. So for real, nobody try me.